Today, I'm going to break down how exactly you can build muscle training only 2 or 3 days per week. A lot of people think that you need to live in the gym 6 days a week, 2 hour workouts, and that is just not true. If you train smart, train hard, and recover well, 2 to 3 focused sessions a week is plenty to build a great physique. Here's how to make it happen. I got my notes right here. Let's jump into it. Step one is to prioritize full body workouts. When you're only hitting the gym a few days a week, you cannot afford to waste time. Forget the bro split. This is not for you. No chest day, no back day, no arm day. Instead, hit full body each session. You want to stimulate each major muscle group multiple times a week. That is way more efficient for building muscle, at least twice a week for each muscle group. Each workout should hit legs, chest, back, shoulders, arms. Core is optional. Even if it's just 5 to 6 solid exercises, that's enough to push yourself. Another option, if you're doing 3 days a week. So if you're going two, I'd certainly recommend full body. 3 days per week, you could try full body if you can recover from that. But the option I prefer for a lot of people is, so let's say it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You're going to do upper body, lower body, which is just legs plus abs, and then upper body. So upper on Monday, lower on Wednesday, upper on Friday. Then the next week you just switch it. Lower body on Monday, upper body on Wednesday, and then lower body on Friday. And then you repeat that 2 week cycle. So every 2 weeks, everything is all the same, and you're hitting lower and upper exactly the same amounts. So that's also a good option. Either way, you should focus on compound movements because you don't have time for fluff if you're just going 2 to 3 days a week. You don't have time for fluff no matter how many days a week you're going, but you need the biggest bang for your buck exercises if you're going 2 to 3 days a week. Compound movements like squats, deadies, deadlifts, pull-ups, push-ups, rows, overhead presses, etc., etc. The compound lifts work multiple muscle groups at once, and you'll get way more results in less time than trying to isolate every little muscle group with a bunch of machine exercises. Machines can work for compound movements. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the machines. So step three is train close to failure. When you're training less often, you need to make every set count. It's not about doing endless sets. It's about making your work high quality. So on your working sets, push yourself close to muscular failure. You should feel like you could maybe grind out one or more rep, maybe, but certainly no more than that. Because that intensity signals your body to grow. Half-hearted effort equals half-hearted results. Step four, progressively overload. So training less frequently doesn't mean you can slack on progression. It's actually even more important because every week you need to aim to either lift a little more weight, do a few more reps, improve your form, or slow your tempo and control the weight better. Small improvements over time equal massive gains long term. Track your workouts so you actually know if you're improving, and don't just go in and feel it out. Step five, keep workouts efficient. Here's the mistake a lot of people make is they train for too long. They think if they only go 2 days a week, each workout needs to be 2 hours, which is not true. You want efficient, intense, focused workouts. Ideally, like 45-ish to 75 minutes. Quality over quantity. Get in, warm up properly, hit your major lifts hard, sprinkle in a little accessory lifts if you want, and then get out, go home, eat some food. No marathon sessions, no 9-hour arm workouts, no endless scrolling between sets. Step six is nail your nutrition. So with fewer training days, recovery becomes even more important. That means your nutrition needs to be dialed in. You can't outtrain bad nutrition. You cannot, especially when you're training less often. So you need enough calories to fuel growth. You need enough protein to rebuild muscle. You need enough carbs to fuel your workouts. And you need enough fat to support your hormones. So a rough target for these is 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight per day for protein. So if you're 200 pounds like me, 200 grams of protein. Slight caloric surplus if you're trying to bulk. Slight deficit if you're cutting. And lots of whole foods. Meat, rice, potatoes, fruits, veggies, healthy fats, blah, blah, blah. You know what healthy food is. Simple, consistent, and effective. Step seven, recover like a pro. Building muscle isn't just about the gym, it's also what you do outside the gym. You are training fewer days, so your recovery has to be on point. So that means 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, managing stress, staying hydrated, and getting some movement in even on your off days. Just walks, stretching, light activity, whatever it is. Recovery isn't passive, it's an active part of the process. That's where your muscles grow. Treat it seriously, and your gains will skyrocket. Okay, step 8 is to be patient. This is the last one. This is huge. You have to be patient. Progress won't happen overnight, even with a perfect plan. Building a strong muscular physique, training only a few days a week, takes time, but it's certainly doable. You might not see crazy changes week to week, but if you stay consistent for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, you will look like a different person. Trust the process. So, if you only have 2 or 3 days a week to train, don't stress. You can 100% build the body you want. Just focus on full body, compound movements, train hard and with purpose, fuel your body properly, recover smart, and stay patient. Most importantly, be consistent. Because the real secret to building muscle is showing up week after week, month after month, when most people would quit. So stay locked in. Your future self will thank you.